Welcome back to what I am predicting and hoping and led to believe is going to be the finale to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All LP. I nailed it. Got it. Killing it.
Got it.
We're out here killing it. Which also means you should expect this video to probably be absurdly long. Then again, most of this LP's video length has been pretty fucking long.
Yeah.
So, I could easily have predicted this LP being another 5 to 10 videos if I had cut it more reasonably than what I did.
But
Who gives a shit? I can do whatever I want, right? Do whatever we want. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Sir, are you okay?
I can understand the defense acting like this. It's kind of his thing. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
Maya.
This is... It's nothing, Your Honor.
Compose yourself. Compose yourself. Composed. What's wrong with Edgeworth?
It looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Oh God, was it a forgery?
Oh man.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you can please tell us the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note.
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery.
Oh shit!
Oh! I think that'd be the only thing that would actually shake Edgeworth.
What? I mean, of course it is.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake.
I almost don't like that because I want him to be guilty later, just not right now.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, will you care to explain what is going on?
The note's a fake.
If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it?
We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida.
Oh. Mr. Corrida?
Well. It looks like Miss Impax never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about Engard.
However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Engard could not have known that, and so that facts remain unchanged?
Nice.
Dialogue writing?
Nice.
That facts remain unchanged.
That fact remains unchanged. What fact?
Yeah, or the facts. Somebody.
What is the fact here?
What is the subject of this sentence? You gave me the lecture earlier. Object, verb, subject, fucker. Object, verb, subject. Fuck you.
Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
I hate the it.
That does sound very plausible.
This theory that Engard had no idea that the suicide note was a fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. You know what we do around these parts?
Save.
Save scum and check the court record. What are we trying to
Spy camera.
Spy camera. I'm glad someone's on top of what's going on here. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Engard to not have known it was a fake.
What is this item called again?
A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but...
Oh, that's right, a camera. Ah, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays.
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Engard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Engard would have known that the victim had forged the note.
So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. Prosecution's theory... The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Engard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air.
But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Engard monitored Mr. Corrida 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Engard didn't know of.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Hey, I'm not half mad at this, huh?
Order, order, order.
He's bored. The judge is bored. Order, order, order.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm tired of these two fucking idiots.
It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave.
As I figured.
Huh? As you figured?
As I figured, it came down to this after all.
Have to use that technique? Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next?
What next?
If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Engard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh, well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual.
We had a talking parrot. We had a parrot last year. I'll allow it.
Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of... who was it that hired Shelley Day Killer to commit murder?
That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty.
Yes. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness?
It's...
Yes, go on. Who is it?
the man himself, Mr. Shelley Day Killer.
Oh, the killer.
What?
What? Wait, Shelley the killer?
What the fuck? What the?
You mean the killer? I mean, the assassin?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's coming here, to the witness stand.
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Yes?
is this all right with you?
Do I have a choice here? Can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is all right to do this.
Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand.
Via transceiver?
Edgeworth? Is there no other way left to us? What the fuck's happening?
Now then, witness. Your name and your occupation, please.
Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
Teehee.
I say! What is going on here?
Your Honor.
How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio?
Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. De Killer will testify to this court.
So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about.
Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we cannot even be sure this is really Mr. De Killer himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley De Killer.
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
Maya?
Maya!
A voice. Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this?
The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied this man is indeed Shelley De Killer.
It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances. So...
Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct?
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida.
Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, this is a bad dream.
Shelley De Killer? What is he gonna say? What the fuck? This is weirder than the parrot somehow. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes.
Somehow.
Somehow.
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Mr. De Killer seems to be a very clever man. It's almost, I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. De Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
Cool and collected. That's my motto, you know? It's my MO. Cool and collected at all times.
Are you sure?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm lying.
Okay.
That's what's cool and collected about it, right? You believed me. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your client's...
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said that this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
Sorry, go on.
Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I can badger everybody. That's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. You think he'd pick up on it, maybe, but hey, whatever. The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this manner.
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the Day-Killer name so my clients can trust me.
But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did...
Yes?
That person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly...
That's enough. Please, no more.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway.
Teehee.
Hee. Pissing off an assassin is not a good long-term strategy.
That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role.
The role?
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
You. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die?
No. I didn't say anything.
Coward!
Very much so.
The judge had better watch himself. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do.
Ah, that egomaniacal.
It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you.
Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already.
Patience. Try to calm it down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk.
Not a therapist, you know. Time to figure out if we have to present something or push something or press something again.
Yeah. Second statement, apparently.
Press it.
Yep.
Is it this one? Okay. The trust between you and your client. Yep, okay. You read that.
Fast and efficient manner.
Discreet.
Clients are discreet about me. Roles and duties an assassin's client to carry out.
Sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
A person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person?
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
It's pretty straightforward, right? It's not really that complicated.
Yeah.
This case just keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think. Really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek.
You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
Excellent. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand.
Wait, what?
We've been over this.
What the fuck? Fucking A. Are these new? Oh, I'm losing it. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client? I would think to be very... Okay, so I did do that one. Okay. Sorry, I lost my place there, I guess.
I do believe it's about time I revealed the name of my client, don't you agree?
What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida?
That person's name is... Adrian Andrews.
Okay. What?
Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier.
Oh?
Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews.
I don't like this. I hate this.
What? This can't be! On the phone earlier.
He's lying to get Matt off the hook because Matt's his client. I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
I hate this.
This.
I do not want to send Miss Andrews to fucking prison for the murder. What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. DeColler just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Stabbed Edgeworth in the back?
I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court. Mr. DeKiller told him a different name. Matt Engard, perhaps?
I knew it.
This is outrageous! I was deceived! This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But you're the one who summoned this witness.
You, Shelley the Killer?
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Engard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
God, you're such a fucking bullshitter. I hate you. I'm so conflicted.
Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this.
That's not a good thing.
Thing.
I mean, it's a good thing, but it's not a good thing. Oh, I hate this. Yeah.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client requested the murder was not the defendant at all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me this means that Mr. Matt Engard is innocent.
I object. I hate this.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please, continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, Engard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And Engard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would have believed the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley the Killer is certainly lying under oath.
If it gives me the option,
Everybody lies under oath!
if... Fuck.
Save. Keep multiple saves.
Keep multiple saves. I think things are not going good here.
If it gives me the oh, what the... How am I just conflicted? Oh, fuck.
Because you're potentially choosing between one life and another.
Oh, shit.
Would we condemn an innocent person to prison and let a killer walk free to save someone we care about?
I didn't expect my personal morals to get put to question by Phoenix Wright 2. But here I am, like, thinking, like, what do I think is actually the right thing to do?
Yeah, what is the actual right thing to do?
Shit.
It wasn't me! Listen, everyone, please! That testimony just now, it was all one big lie!
Miss Andrews.
The suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died! And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
But he's lying. No, that's not true.
Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife in the the knife in the button, donning the nickel samurai costume.
But that's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Empax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reason to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Help me.
Yes, I know the truth. I was expecting more there.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinion.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do?
Ooh.
Don't worry about it, I already know. I've come to my conclusion forever ago.
No. Request to continue.
Phoenix.
Maya herself has.
I can't put an innocent person in jail for murder, damn it! I'm sorry. Sorry, Maya. I can't do it. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty.
You are a lawyer.
I know. But Matt Engard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than Engard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I know now the real truth. He could have gotten Engard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him?
Yes, you do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
I've played dozens upon dozens of games with moral choices, and somehow Phoenix Wright 2 is the game that makes me just immediately make a decision because I'm overridden by my own morals.
True. All morality, it's
The fuck? This mostly comedic, happy visual novel game gets my fucking morality going here. What the fuck? The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But the witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth, that is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom...
That sounds like you found your answer to what a lawyer is, as opposed to just getting a not guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A miracle will occur.
Very well. The trial will continue.
Did we somehow have, very natural character arcs going on here again? Only this time it was on a personal level and not in character.
Mr. Edgeworth, please reestablish connection with Mr. DeKiller.
Right away, Your Honor.
Has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well, Actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
What is he talking about? Usually done.
But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. Dekiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
This is a most unexpected turn of events. For the 5th time now?
Yeah.
However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
No.
Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
We still have the cross-examination to do.
But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Oh, I do. Your Honor, the defense will question the witness, as if I have a choice here.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I'll expose the lies and that... Oh, cat.
yes.
Kitty.
Yep. Right behind my head. Like, yeah.
Then I'll
Right
expose...
behind the killer.
Yes.
Shoo!
Yes. So,
Then I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
Don't worry about it. It makes two of us. Who's ready to get pressed?
However,
What is it, Mr. Wright?
If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit.
yes.
How much is your fee?
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial.
Ah, no. I'm not thinking of hiring...
Mr. Wright!
Yes?
You, please don't hire assassins! You want to kill me! You want me dead, don't you?
What? Why would you think something like that, Your Honor?
Guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You are hereby declared guilty!
Witness, let's continue.
Prison!
Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not?
It just happened. Am I going to jail? I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
Yeah. Well, a change in occupation might be good for you.
However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
That's shit. You're full of shit.
That goes without saying, Mr. Daykiller.
I mean, yeah, totally.
Well, they are just as guilty as the killer.
They're both guilty. Yeah, they're both guilty.
Yeah, they're both guilty.
And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt.
Are you talking about the button and the knife?
Yes, and my business card.
Oh, this card.
So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
You're trying to make things easy?
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service.
He's pretty devoted to his work.
But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook.
It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No. I already told you I have no intention of using your services, ever. Ever, Your Honor. Why did you keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? I think I hit a new, high with that one. From the very beginning?
That is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true.
That's odd. Wasn't part of her testimony that, she didn't know? She walked in and thought, oh, he's asleep.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah.
The juice. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, the juice. Yeah.
Okay. So why do you think your client did that?
What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. Excuse me. And why would someone who requested a murder go to the screen... And why would someone who... God damn it. And why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway?
That is true.
I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. Engard.
If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it?
Sadly, that is not possible.
Huh?
My job is to kill, that is all, and to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall.
And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
Again? As in you plan to continue?
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and to become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No, I'm fine, really.
Are you really now?
I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now.
What are you going to do now, Phoenix?
Try to convince the judge I don't want to hire a killer?
You just seem awfully paranoid.
All I can do is expose the lies.
That's true. However, you realize that will be very bad for our client, right?
I'm so confused. The one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. No, I'm not. Fuck that, honestly. Alright, what were we thinking here?
About where Andrews was the first on the scene.
The first person to discover the body at the scene. He's already knew it was this one, right?
Yeah.
What do we present to that, though?
My guess would be the juice. Because she poured the glass.
Phyllis Mander juice, bears and juice fingerprints. Fuck it. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Carita had been murdered.
But how? How did you know that?
From this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass?
Mr. the Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Carita had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. The glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Oop.
Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct?
I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Carita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
Dun dun dun.
How strange.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Well,
Sorry.
that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
Very well.
Right now, I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
I'm already like, this whole testimony is just fucked. We could go. I'm just rereading it real quick. Rest of the planning services in the award ceremony. Met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. What occurred? I trust my memory and I believe I've made no mistakes. Okay. And thus we press.
Yes.
1 week ago. Are you sure?
Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind.
Please, stop.
In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind.
Specific date and time? Did you ask why on that specific night?
No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions.
Your suspicions, huh?
Keep pressing.
Fuck it. So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night?
I'm sure it was all for the bear.
The bear?
My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Corrida's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me.
Must be talking about this bear puzzle.
Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all.
That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was.
I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
The only thing I'm wondering is if, you know, the one thing, my question here, I guess, is if his job was to bring the figurine to Andrew's, how did it end up in Mr. Engard's house? According to him.
Yeah.
That is a good question. Yeah.
But I wonder how I would present that.
Well, present the bear itself?
Maybe.
Let's go. It's important.
Testimony. The testimony just now has made one thing clear, and that is the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Air quotes client. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet?
Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that.
Oh, really?
Witness, please continue with your testimony.
So it wasn't important? Okay. I'm not gonna forget this detail. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was that brief? What was with the brief pause? Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now of any importance?
Can I just mindlessly say they're all important until I figure out which one's important?
There doesn't seem to be any consequences. And if nothing else, this is dragging things out.
It's true. Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. Tequila had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he is mistaken. Wait, fuck.
So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews? Oh shit, there might have just been a consequence.
I guess so?
You see, it is just as I said.
I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here?
Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
Now then, would the witness please continue?
So your client was Adrian Andrews.
That is correct.
Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around.
You have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere.
Talk about a delicate balance. Alright, let's just take a look here.
You know what you haven't tried? Saying it's not very important.
Oh, that is true.
You know, that... Was it
I looked it up.
That's fair. Did you ask why on that specific night? No, quests, suspicions. Suspicions, huh? Press further. The bear. The bear.
Bear.
The bear.
Bear.
Naturally. What the killer said sounds plausible, but in the end, it's just his conjecture. No, Your Honor. I don't think it is very important.
Well then, witness, please continue.
Physically met. Course. Brief pause. Press further. Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
What do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him.
Oh!
That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client.
It's true what they say about talking face to face.
You said him.
Oh, very!
I heard what I think I heard just now. That I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Huh? Really?
If that's the case. Witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought I can trust this person as a client.
Do I press it or present Adrian's profile?
I would press it first to see him try to talk his way out of
But
this.
as we know, that was not how it turned out, correct?
What do you mean?
Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right?
Well, yes. I suppose you are correct.
So I would like to check one last time. Are you sure your testimony is accurate?
Nope.
Huh? Okay, back up. Oh, yes. Is that? Well, yeah. This proves he's never actually. This proves he doesn't even know who she is.
I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy.
How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale.
What?
Shelley the Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews.
Why would you say that?
Because you made one very big slip up. About her.
So what is the issue? What did you say just now? About her?
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Trust me.
Oh!
Damn.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
The killer called Adrian a man, but Adrian is not a
and
man.
she's a woman, and yeah.
The witness testified to the following. That he always meets face to face with his clients when taking their request.
But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. Dick Killer's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
Ew.
Ugh. The sweating oil.
Sweating oil.
Mr. Edwards, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
Because he didn't know it was a mistake.
Yeah, because didn't.
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Could have just said unisex, man.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to be big words.
no.
Unluckily for Mr. Dick Killer. The entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? What is going on? And come on, Judge. I love you, man, but
You're really dropping the fucking ball here, dog.
Shelley D. Killer. This court demands an explanation.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
So does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
No, he's just gonna spit out more lies.
Very well. But this time, please give us the truth and nothing but the truth.
I kind of love that, ironically, one of the worst liars we've encountered in this series so far is a professional assassin. His only tactic is to just not say much. He says very little, he can't be caught in a lie, but it only takes small things.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail.
Bullshit.
There have been times when I took a job without having met my client.
Bullshit.
The request was for the murder of Juan Carita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
So you took this job through a letter.
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying.
Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us.
I know. I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me, no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
Yeah, let's.
Well, with what Maya just said, with what Mia said, yeah.
But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients?
Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible.
But didn't you meet your client this time?
No, I did not.
Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse.
Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me.
I don't have a very silky voice, I'm sorry. Alright then, just cough it up and confess.
Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words.
He's an assassin.
He is still a witness. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Mindlessly yelling is my job!
Your Honor.
Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. Keller met with his client?
No.
No, we really don't.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I mean...
Just a brief double check.
Yeah, I mean...
Nope. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Fortunately, I don't have any proof.
I see. Then your line of questioning was just another waste of time.
Another?
Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong.
Boo! Boo! And why could you not meet certain clients?
Recently, I have been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities?
On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I have joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail.
Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope?
I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email.
Email?
In a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot hands down. Your Honor, you know when you go on the Google box and you get those little envelopes?
Google?
Never mind.
Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and?
Two or three other things.
Yes.
And what were these other things?
A few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
What should I do? Should I let him slide with that?
Hell no.
It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Fuck it.
Press further. Fuck this guy.
Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Fine.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be But you are planning to betray your own client.
That's...
I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one,
Wait! Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Fuck it. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were.
if it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine.
The bear figurine?
After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine? There's a motorcycle.
It was inside Mr. Corina's suitcase.
And then what did you do next?
I handed it over to my client right away.
You gave it to your client. Interesting.
This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
As you wish. One of these was to find the bear figurine and to give it to Adrian Andrews.
Again, how did it end up in Matt Engard's house?
Exactly.
I found this figurine at Mr. Engard's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there?
I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Engard, I'm sure.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
Maybe. She's been very insistent that her only intention was to destroy the note. So I don't know.
You could probably insist on that by presenting the note.
Yeah. Contradiction.
So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere in that statement there's a contradiction. And yet, I know that if I present something trivial here...
He will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence.
She's right. So now what, Dr. Wright? We save Scum.
Yes, you saved the scum. Yeah, you saved scum because we are not letting a murderer walk.
Fuck it. Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine. And she told you to take the bear and wait for her at Mr. Engard's at Engard Mansion. Is that correct?
Yes. Where are you going with this?
What about the testimony from Powers about it being handed to somebody in the hotel room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly.
What?
This is a battle of wits. I can't let up on him. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear.
So we don't have a picture of what Powers saw. Maybe the note?
Shelley the killer. If he had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it.
Because she could have opened it at any time.
Yup.
This item?
I see where you're going.
Yup, that's where I'm going.
Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
Yes.
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony.
Oh. And I was going to burn it for her sake.
If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it.
Order, order, order! So that's where you two were going.
So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Or use a hammer.
Well, which means...
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client.
Order! Order! Order!
Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me.
Did you read that? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
he did.
Sorry, Mr. the Killer, did you read that?
You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No, that's not...
That's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do.
Wait, please.
Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
No, please. Not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough?
Well, we should...
Edgeworth, we can't do this. We keep this up. Maya, she'll...
The prosecution...
What has come over everyone? Everyone! You are... even you are...
The prosecution rests.
What is going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What? What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. That the prosecution rests with no further question. Then, the prosecution has failed to uphold its stand. If that's the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews.
No. No.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
if I end the trial here right now, then your client, Matt Engard, will be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews will be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews would be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant Matt Engard to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
Can't believe it.
The outcome now lies in your hands.
Son of a bitch.
Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person.
Mistrial! Mistrial! Someone redo this! Get me out of here! I don't want to do this anymore.
You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. Engard?
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this.
I haven't ruled yet, you dumbass!
Isn't that refreshing like a spring breeze, crap? It's just as atrocious, don't you agree?
Man.
Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already.
You literally just confessed!
Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life?
You'd better get Engard a guilty sentence, okay? I'll never forgive you if you don't. Never!
But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is gonna end. It all hangs on what I choose. It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. That the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews. That your client, Matt Engard, is innocent.
He doesn't deserve mister.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right.
Can't do this, but I have to decide something. Can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. That's... My client, Matt Engard, is... Sorry, Maya.
Guilty, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Maya will understand.
She told me to do it!
She told us to do it. We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Matt Engard, your client deserves an answer.
Maya, I'm sorry. Matt Engard is... Objection! Ow! My eye! God damn it!
When Phoenix was pondering whether there was any way to find Gumshoe, you were supposed to present Franziska's profile because she planted a tracking bug on Gumshoe.
Yo! Did you have to whip me, dude? I brought you flowers!
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
No, you whipped my eye!
Oh, sorry.
I don't see! Ah!
You're fine.
It hurts!
This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool.
Is he okay?
Did you bring them? The final pieces. Do you have them?
You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this.
This coat?
Yes.
What a filthy old coat this is!
There's stains on here I can't even understand. How did he get something blue on here? That's a gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere.
I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in.
Thanks! Ow. Fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence.
Your final evidence?
My eye.
You're fine.
It hurts! I think it's swelling.
This trial is already over. All that remains for me to hand down is my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial.
What?
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence.
I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this is one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by D. Killer during his escape from the police.
He must have been quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. D. Killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there'll be something that'll turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
This is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol.
Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? No. I can't.
You're allowed to just, question more details on all of them anyway, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that pistol have any relation to this case?
We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case.
Oh yeah, you got shot!
Yeah,
Me.
she got shot.
You did get shot, didn't you?
My first thought was like,
Yes.
it's still...
I got shot.
How's that shoulder
in the
doing?
shoulder.
How's that doing?
It's fine.
Doesn't it hurt at all?
Better than your eye.
It probably. Look at you. You're standing up strong. I'm crying over here. Never mind.
You're fine.
It hurts. I've really grown to appreciate their dynamic throughout this LP.
That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That's what I believe, yes.
Does it hurt when it gets poked still?
Don't touch me.
Poke.
Whip.
Ah! My eye! My other eye! Oh!
I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento.
That's so fucking metal, dude!
I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not gonna help us very much.
The second piece of evidence is this videotape.
Oh!
Oh, that is...
I bet the killer took that from Engard Mansion. Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Oh yeah.
But I would speculate that tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it.
The killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from De Killer. Shelley De Killer is no ordinary man.
That's the blackmail tape.
Sure.
The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform.
Very nice. Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Was that used during the crime?
I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder.
There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There's a button missing on this uniform.
A button?
As if it was knocked off during a struggle?
It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were able to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley D. Killers would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing.
It is who is the client.
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Fun Karma. You may step down now.
Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Overrule. The court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
Is this the end?
Phoenix.
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now.
But no matter how you think about it, it's...
Try. For my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of the situation for us.
2?
The first... make Engard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh?
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible.
The second way... force the killer to end his contract with Engard. If the killer were to no longer think of Engard as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Mia, that's even more impossible! He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else.
I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them.
Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us?
Turnabout trial.
The other side? Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around?
Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it?
Also, if you want to see the bad ending, all you have to do is screw up here.
Thanks for the heads up, Galuf. The person who needs the evidence.
The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We've all seen the pieces of evidence.
I kind of don't want to see the bad ending, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure the bad ending involves the dead Maya,
Yeah.
and that's just...
I'm shooting
And
for the
that
good ending.
And that is how we come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. The truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
I've already told you, Mr. Wright. The court does not need any more evidence.
I'm not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor.
Then, you want to show the evidence to that person?
Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
One chance.
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person.
It's impossible to turn this situation around in one try.
One try. That is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking Endgard down at the same time.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show this evidence to?
So... I mean... If we the tape is presumably the blackmail tape, which would imply backstabbing from Endgard to the killer, but he must have already known about it if he was trying to recover it.
So, now, who do we want to show it to, though? So it's...
Yeah. If we were sure the tape, I would imagine the answer would be the killer, right? Because his whole thing is trust between client, deal, and if he was, if he was set up to be blackmailed, then that would be a breach of his own little ethics there.
Yeah, the one thing he hates above all is traitors.
And Engard flat out told us, it was a whole blackmail thing, so.
Whole blackmail tape.
So we'd be hinging our bets on that tape being the blackmail tape and proving it to the killer and him severing their client.
Yeah.
Their client, connection, which would save Maya's ass and put him in jail, but I'm not sure that's the right call. I'm open to alternatives.
Well, let's see, who else there would be. Okay.
So, the same guy.
Yeah, same guy. She's dead. Adrian Andrews has been there the whole time. Okay. Engard knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dead. Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
He
there
knows
the whole
what's
time.
Up. She knows what's up and kind of not irrelevant. Not here. Not here, I guess.
Yeah.
Not here.
Not here. The killer's the only one that really.
Yeah.
It seems too obvious, though.
Well, Mia laid it out for us. We got two options, two ways out.
Yeah.
The killer or Edgar.
Sure the easiest way would be, hey, here's the tape. This asshole is going to blackmail you. Okay. But. Well, we have been saved, scumming. Go with it. I see. And now, tell the court what piece of evidence you would like to show the person. The tape.
Do you want me to just tell you what happens in the bad ending?
Yeah.
So,
does that mean we did it right?
Yeah.
Yes! Let's go! Critical thinking.
If you do it wrong, the judge basically rage quits the trial and hands down the not guilty verdict on Matt. So Maya gets let go, but Phoenix quits being an attorney in shame and never sees Maya again because he feels too guilty over everything.
Okay. At least Maya lives.
Yeah.
I still don't want to see that.
And of course, and Adrian Andrews is convicted, sent to prison.
Exactly.
Oh.
Not
That's
okay.
Terrible. That is not good.
That is as bad as far as I'm concerned
yeah, I mean...
as Maya dying.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
Can I just take a second to appreciate our critical thinking skills, Anstca? We fucking rocked that.
Yes, we rocked that. Well, we looked everyone here like, who would we actually need to show something
Can't be. It's only this guy.
Yeah, this is the only guy there. Everyone else is either irrelevant in the grand scheme of things,
or already in the know.
Already knows everything.
I'm giving him the look. Come on, bro.
I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
All right. Looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence.
Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back.
That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client.
Oh, so he doesn't even know what's on it.
I was told to protect that videotape.
Jack Pot.
Yep.
Oh.
I thought so.
I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
Do you know the contents of this tape?
I was sternly told by my client to not watch it. So I have absolutely no idea.
Actually, you are on this tape.
Me?
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded.
What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Who was it that planted a camera?
Hang on. Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally.
That was Adrian Andrews?
Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Discord, please.
Discord.
This is a bad time. This is a bad time, Discord. Come on.
Please, Discord. Oh?
Ah. Okay, that worked. Dropping
Yes,
out work.
sir.
Okay.
Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why.
Why did Matt Engard film the crime scene? He told you.
Yeah, he told you.
The reason why he did this is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. Crime scene.
Want to blackmail
Blackmail
you.
Wanted to
you.
blackmail you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want.
Check and mate. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you.
And this is why he begs to be found guilty.
What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer? We did both things at the same time. He doesn't want to
Yes.
die, and the other guy severs the client professional link.
Yeah. Do what you will with him, and oh.
It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
That's how it goes then, Guard. You think he's a dumb idiot, and... not quite. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them. To protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client.
I have one question for the witness.
Yes?
You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all.
Yes, that's right.
But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then?
That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then... that client would become my next target. For the honor of the Day Killer name, even if it takes an eternity. I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment.
I see. That's all I wanted to know.
So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around.
Mr. Wright,
Yes?
my contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item.
Yeah, take it to a hospital, please. Her? And what the fuck?
What the? I'm not an item.
Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. Anyway,
Now that Maya is safe, time to go to work.
guilty.
Guilty.
This trial,
In the distance,
the
Maya
trial
just shouted
appears to have
guilty.
come to its conclusion.
Oh, shit.
However, I'm sort of, I don't quite know what just happened here with this. Ow! That's not Karma. Why did you? Why did you?
She always has you in her sights.
Ha! Shit. Where is she? I don't want to get whipped.
Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict.
Ooh, sweating a bit there, huh, buddy? Mr. Engard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy.
But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me? Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is that all right with you, Mr. Wright?
We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now.
Yeah, very long battle, almost 2 hours.
Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you.
Right, Chief. I hate him, but I don't think it's right to let him just be fucked, you know? This doesn't affect, like, the ending, right?
No.
Okay.
Played him guilty.
Matt Engard. Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Me? My wonderful self? Guilty?
Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore.
No! Guilty!
Jesus. He cut up his face. What a fucking madman.
As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth.
We? I don't remember you helping out much in this.
Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt Engard?
I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration.
Ow.
In the distance, you just hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, just whipping constantly.
I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whip leather right about now.
Music to my ears.
Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness?
Yes.
Sorry for all the trouble. Sorry.
I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair.
She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. Guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did.
Do I have to read that again?
No, God, no. If you don't want to, we'll just skip past it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for not wanting to read that again.
But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that was the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved.
Aw. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile.
I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone.
You're welcome! Yeah! Let's not think about the fact that I almost got you arrested. Woo! Go Phoenix!
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. Court is adjourned.
We did it!
Yeah.
Oh man, we did it! That's absurd. I felt like that was impossible.
You were great out there, Phoenix.
What I did out there was right, wasn't it?
This is the first time you've not gotten your client off.
Mia. Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Phrasing, Mia.
Phrasing, Mia.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's alright.
You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all that to what's really important. You now realize that there's something more than just getting a not guilty, right?
Yeah, I understand now. Perfect record doesn't mean a whole lot.
Phoenix, think back for a second. Think back to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
You mean the one that made me actually think about how I feel about things and
Yep.
use my
Now
own
then,
personal
Mr.
morals?
Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. Yeah, like we actually had to do like
I had to think about how I feel, how I would handle the situation in real life, and yeah, it's fucked. Can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt Engard, is... Yep, that happened.
Is he guilty, or is he not guilty?
You never got to say it out loud.
Those were your choices then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you.
It's fucked in a weird way that this game made me feel that. Fucking... that.
Right.
yes,
I'm not a lawyer, I never will be, but I felt that, damn it.
yeah, like the right thing to do.
Right. Get it? Right thing to do.
Yeah.
Edgeworth.
I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Hospital! Hospital, damn it!
Really?
Pearly? Pearls?
You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe. She is on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. They got her some food.
Oh, thank God. I bet she asked for a Happy Meal.
Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya's safe! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Nick!
And all it did was take 15 years off my lifespan.
Yay!
Whew. Ow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid.
I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Ah!
Thanks.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Miss Fun Karma.
No.
How's your eye?
It's not that bad. How's the shoulder?
It's fine.
Oh, good. So, about earlier. Thanks. Ow!
Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
So perfect.
You helped me! I'm happy! God, my nose!
You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed.
Oh, you just don't get it!
And yet, you're still happy.
I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma.
How dare you?
Don't worry, she may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth?
For my own personal victories, and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner, and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair.
You were standing.
And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well, you should have.
Poke.
Don't touch me.
Poke.
Whip. A prosecutor who has shamed himself. Shammed?
Shammed himself.
You are a sham.
You are a sham.
Don't
A
point at me.
prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die.
But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change.
What foolish nonsense.
We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well.
What? You trusted your enemy?
It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you.
The truth.
Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory. Who ran away into the night.
Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with is because I believed in the things you said to me all those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool.
We're having a moment! Shut up!
I don't care.
Are you for real?
Yeah?
This is a moment!
Miss Von Karma?
I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect.
There's a stain on your ribbon.
I don't believe you.
Look down. You'll see it. Looks like,
No.
it's like mustard.
You're gonna trick me. No.
There's a stain right there. If you don't wipe it off, you're gonna have a.
Does anyone else smell that? It smells like failure.
If you don't wipe it off, it's gonna leave a mark that you'll have to get a new ribbon.
The judge just passes by. Does anyone smell that? It sounds like failure.
There's like failure. There's like a lot of failure in here.
Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma.
Hearing Edgeworth and Worthy in the same sentence, I now just think of Damon Gant.
Yeah. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over.
Game over, man.
Francisco,
Game over.
there was something on the ground just now.
This is an electromagnetic receiver.
Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe?
I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
Is that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, Wright.
What? What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck do I want this thing for? What? Maya!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Aw.
Aww.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. Got Engar convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. I mean, I had to bust my ass to do it, but you know. We sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing there.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
Her sister does it all the time.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it.
Maya.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're all right.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a real barrel of laughs now, huh?
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. They didn't give her food. Oh my god.
Why did they not feed her?
Did they not feed you?
I think it's time we get out of this depressing place. I really want a steak or a hamburger or ice cream.
They seriously didn't feed you?
No, I'm so hungry.
Oh, where are we going then?
Food, Nick. Food. Grub, chow. I'm starved.
Literally.
I'm so hungry. Even you look like a nice, juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick.
Don't bite me.
What?
I said don't bite me. Wait, you just think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please.
Food's on me.
If you insist.
All right.
All right. So how about we hit up our usual burger joint?
That's actually Nick.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint?
It showed her.
I know.
Be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food.
Maya, I said I'll pay for this, please. Don't do this.
So I decided they were going to make it up by having another feast.
Maya, my wallet.
I'm so hungry.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food!
How am I supposed to pay for this?
Call Powers.
He's an underpaid action star.
Still makes more than Phoenix.
Oh.
Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. You know, it's kind of been a car wreck.
Scruffy, are you alright?
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I'd hit a telephone pole of all things.
I'm sure your head's okay. A telephone pole? And it wasn't a red light that got him?
You did it again, city boy.
Who invited her?
I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking.
Oh, hey, Powers.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the last episode of The Steel Samurai.
Thanks.
Now look here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't stop being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight, even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everyone gather round. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer.
Looks like Lotta bought herself a new camera.
Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating. So let's go chow down, pal.
Yeah.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
It's worth the money, right?
You know, oh, when you think about it, you're the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so?
He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending.
Oh, well, you know, Huh? Oh, wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from Thunder Killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
What? 4?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of them in my coat pocket.
There was a 4th item?
Aw, come on, y'all, it's over. But oh boy, I tell you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh?
You think?
Why does she look so happy about that? My early gray hairs think.
But being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless.
Oh, they busted out the champagne again.
So to keep my mind off things, I drew a picture.
Cheers!
Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours?
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. I don't know where it went. Aw, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
Sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Glug, glug. What the fuck? What is it, Edgeworth?
This thing is picking something up.
That's Miss Montgomery's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me.
That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location.
Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do.
Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet.
You've eaten way too much, you glutton.
I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Cheers! Wait,
What?
just want to say thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there.
If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right?
I feel like words alone aren't enough here. Wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. My
You only get one
attorney's
chance,
badge!
so
Please
I'll
don't.
tell you what it is when you, I mean, do you want to guess, but...
Nah, we're at 216. Just tell me what it is.
Whip.
Whip!
What's this?
Take that! Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her.
You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick.
Time to drink away all these feelings. Glug, glug, glug.
Hey, Mystic Maya? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right?
Ugh. Blueberry.
You and Mr. Nick, I mean.
Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me.
Huff.
Remember to breathe.
Anyway. So, who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick.
I know.
Yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill.
Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for $3,000.
Well, the $3,000?
Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all.
You what?
Oh.
What?
Is this great, Mr. Nick?
$3,000?
On second thought, he might hire the assassin after all.
I can't afford to.
Yeah, Nick.
Why do I suddenly feel like screaming?
Aw, you don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out.
This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage, you know.
Alright then. If you say so. Aw, what a good ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we actually did.
Also, like the first game, there's some automatic text.
Okay.
You really came through for me, Nick.
Guess we'll wait for the final
I had to
thoughts.
hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro.
You're giving me gray hairs.
Stop almost dying, Maya.
I guess we'll do the final thoughts after these dialogues then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you could save Mystic Maya and Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel's a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you, just in case.
I'm so glad that the champagne was included in the bill. Glug glug.
Actually, it wasn't, buddy.
Well, too late now.
Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Ezra had a long talk with the chief, and he got me instead after all. Heard he saying something like, letting him go on a bad for society. I knew it. Crushing the hedgehog is everyone is the only way to live, pal. Yeah. Yeehaw.
Watch out for the wall. Oh.
Oh.
He just gave himself another concut. Hey, I remember you.
I, Maggie Bird, am retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to the people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright.
Sure. Seems like you're being a lot better waitress than a cop, so yeah. I'm down with that.
Yes. Are you here to visit the patient? I'm Dr. Hoodie. Recently, yes, that girl you know. I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember. I've even laid so much eye on her, she would crack. It doesn't matter if I get whipped though. Yes.
Be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie! And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe.
Hey, Max, what do you think Zimbabwe is like? Do you think there are cats made of cake and bunnies who can talk?
What?
I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at most jokes. I'm ready! There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Mo curls, represent!
What can I hear? Hallelujah quiz.
Damn, they're just punching the shit out of him.
Yes.
What's this? Drat, it's just an ordinary electric razor recharging on its stand. I can't believe this, really. How long did they plan on making me do this? Aw, but it's Edgy Poo's idea, so that means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? It was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me like royalty. And anyone around, I'm just going to feel a pain in my heart. Just going to feel the burn. And speaking of burn, tell the story, very dangerous. Because the trees of our they send the sea rivers right down. Because he staked it.
I fucking hate the Gorgon.
I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart.
Sorry about the whole
that's
accusing
right.
you of murder thing.
I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all.
I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
Water under the bridge, right? The whole murder commit thing?
Yes, that's fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
cool. If you need a lawyer for something, don't need a lawyer, but if you do.
Von Karma actually did something nice.
What a world.
It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage.
What the
You may
fuck?
both be blessed with longevity.
I don't want your services, asshole! Wait, what? Executive producer Shinji Mikami?
Yep.
That's Shinji Mikami?
Capcom.
Okay. International Departures Gate 12.
Where are you going, Franziska?
How did you know I was here?
With this.
That's...
I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example.
That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy, drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash. I promise you that.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man. He told me something very interesting.
When I ran off with the with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things of turtles, sir.
4 things.
It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket.
He put it in here. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over.
The button.
Maya's picture.
Oh, the picture. What the fuck was the button about then? Hang on.
Red herring.
God damn it.
What are you going to do now?
That's none of your business.
Are you running away?
Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred Karma's daughter.
Franziska.
So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to.
You may not be a genius like your father. But you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away.
Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you'll think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip.
You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man,
I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat. Then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge.
I see.
You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today.
I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews?
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me, after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma.
I am Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now, so you had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Von Karma.
One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
Aww.
Aww. And then Nick became the new Shelly the Killer.
Oh, it's over. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Okay. Final thoughts time to really push the length on this one, eh? I think I like the first one better. But not by much.
Mm-hmm.
This one's only slightly weaker. And the last case of both are probably equally as good. The fourth case of both, I should say.
Yeah.
I think the third case of this game drags on a lot, and I don't care for that. But pretty much everything else is up to the standard I expected, and the third case of the first game dragged a little bit, so whatever. Everything checked out for the most part, you know? Everyone's still likable, all the cases are still fun. It gets a little uncomfortable at certain moments, but that last case is great.
Yeah.
If I was gonna replay one of them, it'd be the first game, but this was good still. This was really good still.
Yeah, this is really good. Definitely, really good game. Yeah, the first one's overall slightly better.
Like, very slightly.
Yeah, very slightly. I mean, it's...
margin.
Yeah. Not by much, really. I mean, they're both really good, and the last case in this one, not very many games actually make us argue with morality.
Even games that want to. I don't think that was this game's idea. It just kind of what happened.
Yeah, and that's actually the better way to do it. I mean,
it was interesting because I didn't expect it coming into this game's got a pretty cut and dry, more view on its morality for the most part. So putting me in this position in the last case, where I kind of just decided what I was gonna do, and I didn't even stop to hear what anyone else had to say. I just did it because I knew that's what I thought was the right thing to do. Was an interesting thing, and it actually.
I wasn't gonna say anything because that's your choice to make.
yeah, that is your choice to make. Like, yeah.
And I know how the game plays out, so that's like not something I wanted to influence.
And it was weird because there was a good bit before I got to make that choice where I was like thinking about it. I had to like stop a couple seconds and think about it. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
And especially since we were told that there's also like a bad end. We're like, for a while, like I was thinking like they might legit kill Maya.
That would be horrifying.
Yeah, you know, and like you know. Yes, I know. There's other Phoenix Wright games, and be realistic. There's no way Maya doesn't keep coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, people. But also, but the bad ending wouldn't be canon. It would just be like, oh hey,
It's like a glorified game over kind of deal.
Yeah,
It's actually a pretty short scene. It is kind of like a non-standard game over. It's just that instead of the court doors like closing and kicking you back to the title screen as soon as the judge hands down the verdict, like in a normal game over, there's like a short auto-advancing text scene afterward.
Well, any other thoughts? I kind of threw mine out there, and I don't know if anyone has any agreements or disagreements they want to voice.
At the time we're recording this at least, I've actually still only played the first 2 games. And I think I'm going to have the different opinion and say that I actually like this game slightly more in a weird way, but it is kind of like the first game is more evenly balanced in terms of the quality of its 4 cases. I'm not counting the 5th case because that was like glorified DLC basically when they remade the game. The first game has more like evenly balanced quality to its cases, and I think that the second game is one that has lower lows but also higher highs, and I love it for those higher highs. And its last case is my favorite case in the series so far.
Well, I can actually agree with the higher highs. Well, I don't know if I think that makes me think this one's better. Some of the high points in this game are fucking solid. And the last case is definitely more intense than the first game's last case.
And like, admittedly, it is going to be hard for the third game for like any of the other games to top this last.
But I've heard nothing but consistently good things about this whole ass series.
So you know, like I'm not saying it can't be done. You know,
it's
I would actually love to be proven wrong. That that the other games have like better cases than this.
I'm having some high hopes with the third game. I think.
As long as it at least as long as the last case of the third game at least lives up to the standard of like the last case of the first game, I'll be happy, and I think it will at least do that.
I have no bare minimum. There's no way the third game doesn't at least meet my quality at this point, because it's fairly consistent quality-wise between the first 2 games. It's a very small margin between which one I think is better, and you ask me a different day, my answer might change.
Oh, music. I think that the new music in this game is good. There's some really good tracks in here, though. I remember that it was an adjustment the first time I played it because I loved the court theme and like the objection theme in the first game, and like the objection theme in the first game has become like iconic and is just often what's associated with this series rather than any other game's objection theme. So it's kind of hard to replace that.
It's telling that one of those 2 objection themes is my ringtone on my phone, and it's not this game's. Yeah.
It's good, but it's like, I think I appreciate it for being different, but also I kind of like some of the first game's music better with like some of the things that got swapped out.
Anyway, overall, good game. Fun time.
Yeah.
Next time in this particular chain of LPs, we're switching back to Layton.
Yep.
And I don't know, by the time you see this, it'll be pretty much ready, so when you see this episode, expect Layton like soon. If not just the next day.
Immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, Leighton will be coming. Yeah.
So, thanks for watching. I don't know if this is probably gonna get split in half, to be honest. It's almost 3 hours long. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you for Leighton and then the finale of these two series' initial trilogy coming down the line. So, see you for puzzles.
Yep. Puzzles!